Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big run there by McCoy. 56 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now McCoy. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Jerry Rice, open right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
56, right there, 56.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive cap.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And McCoy loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss play to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Flush to his right. Then on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
19. 3
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Wilson on the keeper, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Go. First and 10. Go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fifteen seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Move for P.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 57, 57.
Again, it's McCoy. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to McCoy. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 24, Mahomes being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Yellow. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On first down, it's Gurley. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Clay Matthews. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Juju Smith-Schuster, 49 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow. Argo line. Single. Single slot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180. Tight end right. Hey, we got
Mayfield looks to throw. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, on 133. Hey, on 133. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hurry.
On second down, it's Cohen, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Who that? What's regular. Check three. X3. 218, jump. Up. Bravo.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Dante Hightower on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Yellow. I've got little lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Mayfield. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side on the swing pass. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Complete to Kellen.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 20. 54. Mike, 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Regular. 54, right there. 54.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught right side is Jeffrey. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Reed, as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow. Watch the slant.
And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Going for the deep ball. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown! Greg Olsen, 49 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow! There's a little lady! You want this?
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. He'll have a first down past the 40. Pushing his way through. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big run there by McCoy. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Yellow, yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's 20! Right there, right there. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Big time drive! Look,
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen